Hello and welcome to this YouTube channel. So today I want us to learn about Microsoft Excel, and this is a beginner course. And also if you're interested in upskilling yourself, you can begin from here. So we're going to begin with lesson 1, getting started with Excel. And in this lesson, we're going to learn about the overview of the Excel interface, basically explaining the interface of Excel, navigating through workbooks and worksheets, and basic data entry and editing. So with me as we dive in into this lesson 1 of this course. So the first thing, we need to create an Excel document, and for you to create an Excel document, you need to have Microsoft Office installed in your machine. So since I've already installed mine, you search for Excel. After that, it will open. So this is getting started with Microsoft Excel. So in this interface, you'll be provided this interface whereby you have the recent files. So if you have created any file initially, we have the recent files. Then you can open other workbooks. Then you can create a blank workbook. You can also search for templates online and create maybe business templates. You'll search for the templates. So in this case, I want us to create a blank workbook. So this is a blank workbook. This is the interface of Microsoft Excel. So in this Microsoft Excel, we have different features. So we have what we call a worksheet, and this is a worksheet. This blank area is a worksheet, and this blank area consists of different columns and rows. And you realize that this is a column and this is a row. When this column and a row intersects, they intersect at this point. So this box is what we call a cell. So a cell is an intersection of a row and a column. So this is a worksheet, and many worksheets form a workbook. So what I've created is an Excel workbook, and inside that Excel workbook we have different worksheets. So this is a sheet. As you can see here, it has been written sheet 1. So you can rename this sheet to whichever name you like. And how do you rename that? You come and click here, you right click and click on rename. So after doing that, you can give it any name. So let's say lesson 1. After doing that, you can add a sheet. So for you to add a worksheet, you simply come and click here. You realize that we have sheet 2. So the same case, if you want to rename it, you right click, click rename, name it lesson 2. So that is how you can create new worksheets in the same workbook. After that, we have this part here. This is what we call the name box, and the name box specifies the name of a cell. So the name of a cell is an identity, and that identity we call it a cell reference. So we have this term cell referencing. Cell referencing refers to identity of a cell, identifying a cell. So and for you to identify a cell, you give it the name here under the name box. Then you have the formula bar. So under the formula bar is where you type your functions, insert your functions or your text. So after that, we have this bar at the top. So at this bar, we have the file tab, we have the home tab, the insert tab, the page layout, the formulas, the data, the review tab, and the view tab. So under the file tab, we have different options. So you have the info tab. So under the info tab is where you protect your workbook. So you can protect your workbook by enforcing a password. You're going to learn about that later in the topic, the course. So you have the new tab. New tab is where you can create a new workbook. So if you want to create a new workbook and you have an already existing workbook, you click on new and then blank workbook. Then you have open. So if you have any open any recent workbook, sorry, if you have any recent workbooks, either locally or online from OneDrive, you can simply come to the open, then you click on an open workbook. a recent workbook. Then you have the save. Yeah, so we are here the save icon. So this save is used to save work that has been updated, and save as command is used to save for the first time. Then you have the print. So when you want to print your work, come here to the print. Then you specify your print options and you print. Then you have the share. So when you want to share your work, maybe via cloud or via the email, you come here, share, and then you share. You're going to learn about that. Then when you want to export using different file types, you come here, then you export it. You have the close. So this is for closing your workbook. Then you have the account. So when you log into your Microsoft Office account, it will appear here. Then you have the options. So when you want to customize the outlook of your workbook appearance, you come here. So we're going to learn about all these Excel options. Then you have the home tab. So under the home tab, we have the font section. So the font section is used to change the appearance of the text. Basically, it is text formatting features. We're going to learn about that. Then you have the alignment. Alignment is still a formatting feature. Then you have the number part. Then you have the styles, cells. Then you have the editing. So the editing features are here. Then you have the insert tab. So under the insert tab, you can insert the tables, the illustrations, pictures, charts. Then you have all those. Then you have the page layout. You have the themes. So you want to change the theme of your workbook. You come here, you change it. Then you have the page setup, the arrange. We are going to learn about all this. Then you have the formulas, the formula tab. So when to insert a function, you come to the formula tab. Then you have the data. So when you want to import or export data, sorting and filtering, grouping and ungrouping, finding subtotals, you come to the data tab. Then you have the review tab. So the review basically is used for proofreading a document, spelling and grammar checkers, thesaurus, protecting a workbook and a worksheet. Then you have the view. So view basically enables you to zoom in and zoom out a document, splitting a document into different parts. So that is it. That is it about that part. Overview of Excel interface. So we are done with the first part of the lesson. We are going to navigating through a workbook and a worksheet. So basically navigating through, we began with that, creating a new worksheet, renaming it. So we are done with that. So I want us to go to basic data entry and editing. So basic data entry and editing, for you to enter data in an Excel worksheet, you simply go to the first cell and input the data. So in my case, I want us to input the following. So I want you to pause the video and input the following data. After inputting it, let us continue the way it is. So after inputting the data, I want us to learn basic editing, basic editing and formatting features. So after you have input the data, I want us to learn basic formatting features. So formatting basically is changing the appearance of a document to make it appealing. And for us to do that, you go to the home tab. Then you have the font section. So under the font section, you can basically apply text formatting features. So text formatting features include the bolding, italicizing, underline, changing the shading, changing the color, increasing the size, and changing the font style. So in our case, I want us to highlight this first row. For you to highlight a row, you go to the end until it brings that plus icon. Then you highlight and you go to Home tab. So by doing that, you are going to apply the formatting features to this entire row. But I want us to implement the formatting features on the cells that contains the text. So for you to do that, you click on the first one, you highlight up to the last one, you go to Home tab, you click on bold that way. So by doing that, you have bolded our titles. So the next thing I want us to bold the second one. So you highlight that way, Home tab, then you bold. So after doing that, you realize that this name should span these two rows. So for us to enable this to span these two rows, we need to do what we call wrap text. And for you to wrap text, you need first of all to merge these two cells. So I want us to learn how to merge the cells. So for you to merge the cells, you go to the first one, highlight that way, go to Home tab, then under the alignment, you have the option of merge and center. So you click the drop down icon, then you click on merge cells. After doing that, you click on wrap text. So you're going to do the same to the next one. Home tab, merge and center, you click the drop down icon, click on merge cells. The same to the other one. Home tab, merge and center, that way wrap text. Go to the other one, leave alone the 1, 2, and 3. Go to total, home, merge cells, and wrap text. Go to the average, home, merge cells, wrap text. Realize that if the text doesn't fit on the cell, it goes to the next line. So that is the purpose of wrap text. So the next one, Home tab, merge cells, wrap text, remark, merge cells, wrap text. So by doing that, you have merged the cells and you have implemented the wrap text. So after that, I think we are done with lesson 1. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, kindly do so. Let us meet in the second lesson. Thank you.